everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the
Alright, we coming off a loss. We got to get this win, man. Let's go.
In today's game, we have a matchup of two franchise quarterbacks
Let's go.
who have done plenty of battles in the NFC South. It's Drew Brees going up against Cam Newton.
EA Sports
Is it raining? Please no.
Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go.
As
the
ugly
Panthers
game.
are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
There you go. Let's go.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
There hasn't been much to crow about when we talk about defenders in New Orleans in recent years, but Cameron Jordan certainly is a guy that we should respect.
Is he what they will kind of build around on that line?
Yeah, they have to, because not only is he a good player out on the edge, he can work inside a little bit as well, but it's his leadership and his passion for the game that they'll really utilize.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
You can script
blitzing on that side. We got to be better than that.
But no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
They're right.
No sign of him cooling down at all.
Now Stewart on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball there.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. On second down, they run.
There you go. Oh, they're gonna roll over his body and get some yards. Come on.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Third down now following the run. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Oh, good D. Hell yeah.
Short. It'll be
Got the punt.
A few inches.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
You got to punt. You can't go for that. Can't go for it unless you cross the 50.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yep, he across the 50. I don't know what I was looking at.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to run. This is Stewart. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
No, we don't question ourselves. We know the bullshit's coming. As usual. That's why I ain't even tripping.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's able to plow forward. To about the 29, just shy of the 30. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Why can't...
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Breeze on third down. And Ginn's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. So the offense has it first and 10. And the play clock's running down. Here's Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Breeze. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
He broke on that shit. I thought he was going to pick it off. The tight end had him beat off the cut, and he got some type of mysterious boost to get close to the ball.
The game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact.
Come on,
just
man.
trying to haul it in.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. From the end zone, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down
come on, defensive line. We need some pressure right here, baby. We need some pressure right here. Let me get some pressure.
Completion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Newton.
Good defense. That's what I'm talking about.
Incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the
he got the win, so he finna
difference.
boot the fuck out of this.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Ginn. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Going up, going up, going up. Let's go. Come on, man.
On first down, Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates who talked about how much the game meant to him, and he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him.
Breeze now on first down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I saw that damn shit, but I still wanted to be hard-headed and run the dang play.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up
and
third
throw
down.
didn't lead him no damn way. This fool went out of bounds on his own. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. On third and long, it's Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy to convert in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Can't win for losing, man. Can't win for losing. It's cool, though.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Newton now on second down. Got a man. It's the rookie Curtis Samuel.
Come on, man. You got to get some pressure, man.
Territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically
myself in my damn eye. Shit.
When you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Newton on first down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted.
You need shit done, you got to do it yourself.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Well, come on, man. Come on.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
Leave it. We can't win for losing out here, man. If it ain't one thing, it's a double.
He got caught that time.
Come on, Riff. Come on, Riff. Easy.
Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Breeze to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Shit, the game ain't giving me no chance.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Dang, I can't. Oh,
and
they
no one there to stop
take the damn arrow off the thing, and now I can't kick no more.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often. A rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Come on, man. McCaffrey ain't carrying no damn D lineman like that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And we need some pressure.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical and both over 1,000-yard seasons. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And Olsen over the middle.
A spot.
As they get him to the ground at the 37. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. first down throw for Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw, Newton. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. On third down, Jonathan Stewart. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now it's Newton. And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, the former Panther, it's Ted Ginn. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold out, incomplete.
It should have been an interception because I hit the wrong button.
Unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
It is what it is. Lucky.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Here's Breeze to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he can't quite pick it.
What am I doing?
Interception so far.
What am I?
Probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Newton.
Why did he slow down? Oh.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He stopped to let him catch the ball.
The gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They start the drive with Peterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run again with Peterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the
Come on.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Snead. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Down right around the 25. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Peterson. Adrian Peterson as good as they come, but here he can't get the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Defense showing blitz. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Breeze now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze.
Man, they just let him come right between both of them.
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Breeze throwing on second down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third and long, it's Breeze. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Breeze got to have this one. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I wasn't going to be satisfied until I threw a pick. So there you go.
Shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. This is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Of course he's going to get it back.
This play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get
I don't know why y'all tried to pick it up.
Free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Newton gives off to Stewart. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton.
What?
And this is going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And
Oh, boy.
How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands. Receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. And see if
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Davon Coleman able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. To throw is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Breeze now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
She wrote,